What's up guys, JR Raymond back again, coming to you from BowlerX Training Center and Pro Shop here in Waterford Lanes, where we're going to talk a little bit about your fit. I want to talk about your hand. I want to try and show you how to kind of check your own fit, what to look for, and how to know whether or not the ball fits you properly, and if you need to go into your pro shop and get it checked out. So stay tuned. All right, so one of the things that is most important about bowling, obviously, is your fit. How the ball fits your hand. It can determine how the ball comes off your hand. Now, disclaimer here, I'm not going to tell you that your fit is wrong unless it hurts your hand. If it hurts your hand, or if it hinders you from doing something you want to do with the bowling ball, then your fit is wrong. If you're able to throw the ball where you want, release the ball how you want, you are in no pain, then your fit is perfect. So no need to make any changes. But if you're feeling pain in certain parts of your hand, or if you feel like you just aren't very good in a specific area and you feel like the ball hangs up if you try to do certain things, or it falls off if you try to do certain things, then we need to take a look at your fit. So the first thing that I would have you do is to just pick up your bowling ball. Put your hand in your ball and get as comfortable as you can in a normal position, and then drop the ball by your side. While the ball's down here by your side, if you feel any discomfort anywhere in your arm, your hand, your thumb, you need to get it checked out. You need to get it looked at. So for me, for instance, for a while, I would feel discomfort on the inside of my thumb, on this part of my thumb here. So towards the top of the oval this way. So I would know if I've dropped my ball to my side and I felt that discomfort in my hand, I know I need to make some kind of change to get that to go away. So that's the first thing to look for. Is there any types of pain? Do you feel pain in your fingers? Do you feel like you have to put too much pressure on your thumb or your fingers to hold on to it with the ball by your side? What do you have to do that's crazy, or anything? Can you do normal things to hold on to it, or do you have to do something unique in order to make the ball stay on your hand? So you kind of want to look for that. If you naturally feel like the ball is too stretched on your hand, just go ahead and do a self-check for yourself. Put your thumb in, all the way to the bottom, to the web, and then just lay your fingers across. What I like to look for on this is with my, most people actually, a lot of pro shops, they go by the book. The book tries to technically nowadays say that you should have a mark directly in the middle of your finger. Let me see if I can get this to mark first. There we go. So in the middle of the two creases there, it says that when you lay your fingers across, that's where, now I'm stretching to get there, but technically if I'm normal, my span should be, right about there. So it's trying to tell me that I'm actually too long on my span, according to today's fit. So that mark is in between my first knuckle and my second knuckle. What I actually like to do when I fit is I go another 1/8 or 1/4 of an inch further up, and I go a little bit higher, not to the crease, but about, let's call it 3/4 of the way up from that second knuckle up. So that way it's not a stretch, but to me it just feels like I can get people's hand, their palm, to sit just a little flatter, but then we still have that little bit of flexibility, that little bit of room underneath, to where our hand's not super tight to where I can't get anything underneath there, and everything's not stretched and pulled back to where my nails are hitting the back of the holes. This is more where I'm at now, gives me the ability to have a little bit of movement, to give me some variance and variables that I can play with to be able to change my hand position as much as I want to. So I can get my hand to sit on this side of the ball, or on this side of the ball, or up on the top, just different things I have the ability to do. If I'm super stretched and in the ball like this, now getting my hand to move around in certain spots and be able to make changes, it's just really not as easy. It's not as possible to do. So if I put my thumb in and lay my fingers across now with my relaxed you know, relaxed hand, you can see that my grip line actually matches up with this line. And the bottom line you can see is actually a little bit further back. So that 1/8 inch tells me, you know, a little bit difference in fit. Now again, your pro shop may be a little bit different. Your pro shop might tell you different. It's completely up to you. Honestly, it's whatever you're comfortable with. But when somebody comes in and they look and they say, man, something doesn't feel right. Can you check my fit? That's where I go. I go three-quarter of the way up the finger. It's still technically, in my opinion, a relaxed fit, but it's not completely relaxed. Like Mo's thing, sorry to hear about Mo, actually. That was pretty tragic to hear that he passed away not that long ago. So to all his family and friends and everybody out there that knew him really well, you know, our condolences here to Mo's family. But he was a very big, he was a teacher of your knuckles should be up. You want your knuckles to be up in the ball. So basically really relaxed to where your hand's up like this, and you get your knuckles up underneath to where you can get fingers underneath, you know, those knuckles. So, and again, a lot of it is the same thing, to be able to release the ball different. So I'm kind of in between what he says and, you know, the stretched fit type of thing. So again, the things you're just looking for is to make sure your span feels okay. Does your thumb feel like there's pain when you drop the ball to your side? Do your fingers feel like they're pressing on one side more than the other? And the last thing is when your ball is down by the side and you're swinging it back and forth, the pressure in your fingers, in my opinion, should be equal. You shouldn't feel more pressure on the middle finger versus the ring finger unless you are training yourself to release the ball a certain way. And what I mean by that is the middle finger. If you feel more pressure on the middle finger, then your tendency will be to spin it more, to get your hand around the side of it more. If you feel more pressure on that ring finger, you're going to roll it more. You're going to roll it up the back of the ball a little bit easier. So I try to get it to where it's equal on both fingers. That way you can then manipulate whether you have more pressure on your middle finger or your ring finger based on your own grip pressure. So those are some things that you need to try and play with when you go and practice. Play with putting more pressure on the middle finger, more pressure on the ring finger, you know, less pressure on the thumb, more pressure on the thumb. How does it change your roll? You know, and if you're hindered of doing anything, you need to go and talk to your pro shop operator on that. So anyway, that's where I would go with this and say, just get it checked out. Just always be looking for whatever fit is going to give you the opportunity to do whatever you want. All right, so make sure if you have any type of problem, if you feel any type of discomfort or pain, go get it checked out. Come up here to BowlerX Training Center and Pro Shop in Waterford, Michigan, and I will check it out for you. Greg will check it out for you. Go over to Bethlehem, PA. Go see BowlerX over there. Go see Lee and Krista Sandt over there. They will check it out for you, but just make sure you get it checked out. And you should check these things yearly. Before you even start your next league season, you should get it checked out. If you're going to practice all summer long, get it checked out. Let's try and get it fixed. If you have pain anywhere, you've got to get it fixed. If you don't have pain, if you don't feel hindered, if you don't feel like, you know, you're stopped from doing what you want to do with the bowling ball, then don't bother. Leave it how it is and you'll be just fine. But otherwise, go see a pro shop operator. So that's all I got for you today. Just wanted to jump on real quick and let you guys kind of be able to take a look at this and be able to make your own decisions based on, you know, anything that I have to say here. So until next time, guys, we're out of here. We'll see you guys later. Take care.